Hi, Jackson here at Song Mentor. Today's song is Don't Stop. It's from Fleetwood Mac's iconic LP Rumors and was the second hit on that LP, following Go Your Own Way. The song is written by my favorite Fleetwood Mac member Christine McVie, keyboard player and vocalist extraordinaire. It is said to be about her breakup with John McVie, bass player for the band, but it really is a song of optimism, featuring the lyric, "Yesterday's gone, yesterday's gone." Here's Fleetwood Mac, Don't Stop. Alright, well, Don't Stop is essentially a four-chord song. The basic four chords are E, D, A, and B. Now, having said that, we're going to play around with the way we play those chords. Essentially, we're going to play the E, D, and A as choppy E5, D5, and A5 type of chords. In other words, you get that feel? That's the feel of Don't Stop. And to play those fifth chords, basically what I'm doing there is I'm just picking down on the bottom two strings of each chord. So for the E chord, it's 6 and 5 strings. For the D chord, it's 4 and 3, and for the A chord, it's the 5 and 4 strings. And of course, I'm throwing that little blues chop in there. Got that feel? And when we get to the B chord, we're probably going to play it up here. A little easier to play up here. And in addition to the ones I've shown you, there are some other inversions of these chords, particularly this E chord, that D, and you can play it this way, barring, like an A chord, the 4th, 3rd, and 2nd strings at the 9th fret, and then using your forefinger to bar the 7th fret. Same thing, 2 frets down for the D. So we're going to have that little variation in there. We're going to use that little A formation here and down here for the D, and then we're going to add one final little touch, and that's when we're playing this one. We're going to change that E chord up here and add these two notes and essentially go from E to A. There's the intro, but here's how we're going to play it. Okay, so that's yet another form of A up here, and that's simply adding my 2nd finger to the 2nd string, 10th fret, and my 3rd finger to the 4th string, 11th fret. Okay, so I've given you all the 4 main chords and some variations or inversions on those chords, and also a little bit about feel for Don't Stop. So our job here today is to create a guitar version of what essentially is a keyboard song with a lot of neat guitar in it. So the variation we're going to play on the intro is the best way, I think, to recreate that on guitar. And the way we're going to do that is to take our forefinger and bar it across the 4-3-2 strings at the 9th fret and play that, pick down on 4-3-2, a little bit of vibrato in that, okay, and then add those 2 fingers we talked about to create the A chord, and back and forth. So I'm pulling on and off those 2 fingers. And the only thing I'm adding there that's a little bit different is that 11th fret of the 5th string with my 3rd finger. Okay, so the right hand doing that. All right, so we're going to play through that intro 4 times, and then we're going to get into the chop E, D, A chords down here a little bit just to get the song going and get some lyric going with it. I'm also going to show you a little bit of that Lindsey Buckingham sort of that kind of stuff that he's doing there, but we'll show you that in a minute. So again, 4 times through the intro, and then we'll get into the verse. So something like that, just to get you started in the song. And now we're going to add some little bits, and I'll come back here in just a moment and I'll show you that stuff we were talking about, plus some of these inversions that make the song a lot cooler. So here's one of those little tricks that we can build into the main part of the song. Now keeping in mind that the song is pretty much E, D, A. So when we go to we can go up here, D, A, and what we're doing there is playing A, E. Now we finish on the E, so we don't have to go back to the E chord at the bottom. We can go to the D chord, which follows the E in the progression. So we go. So as a guitar player now, you're still playing E, D, A, you're just playing the E up here, and kind of that Rolling Stones riff there. And that's just as an alternative to. And that's pretty cool. So I think what we'll do here is, there are 2 keyboards that start the song. We don't have those, but we could create 2 guitars here by me doing split screen. So I think what I'm going to do is I'll show you that little riffing he does, and we'll put that on the split screen, or on the picture-in-picture rather, and we'll do this little inversion thing on the main screen, and we'll do the basic on the picture-in-picture. So we'll have both those bits going at once, and you can pick and choose or learn both or have fun with it. But let me show you that little riffing there. Now on the third time through the intro phrasing, he comes in with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and that's grab the pick nice and near the end there, so you get that real plucky sound. And you're going to do that on the E note of the 4th string, the 2nd fret of the 4th string. And then at the end of the 4th phrasing, you're going to... Okay, so that's just open E, G, and then back up to that higher E note. Okay, so that's what I'm going to play during that, and then I'm going to go to the chop. One final thing, when we get to the B chord, I said we'd play it up here. Take a look at this. So what I'm doing there is, so now my pinky finger is on the 11th fret, and I lift it off and I pluck 5 and 4. As opposed to having to slide that pinky up to the 12th fret. It's a whole lot easier and just as effective. Okay, so that's it. Let's get to the intro and a verse of Don't Stop with picture-in-picture. Okay, well here's our playthrough. Of course, keep in mind that in the recorded version of the song we've got drums building, bass guitar building, and a lot more, so you can do that with your friends later. Here we go. If you wake up and don't want to smile, if it takes just a little while, open your eyes and look at the day. You'll see things in a different way. So don't stop thinking about tomorrow. Don't stop, it'll soon be here. It'll be here better than before. Yesterday's gone, yesterday's gone. Okay, well, for fine-tuning today, I thought we'd give you the basics for that guitar solo, that classic Lindsey Buckingham solo in this song. So we're going to start playing a little box up here, meaning 1, 2, 3, 4 notes that consist of the 12th, 14th fret on the 4th and 3rd strings. We're going to start by bending at the 14th fret of the 3rd string. So I'll show you that. Okay, and that's just play around with that a little bit. We're going to end up at the end of the next phrase, we have to end up at the 17th fret of the 2nd string, which is where the next part of the break is played. So we have to end up here. And then now he makes a new little 2 fret box, if you like. And really bends that up and plays it up there. So again, we're playing now with the 17th and 15th frets on the 1st and 2nd strings. So that's the gist of the guitar solo, played down here and then up here. Alright, well, have fun playing around with the lead work a little bit there, and don't forget the stuff we learned this time around about playing chords in different positions on the fretboard, in different inversions, and enjoy that as well. That's Fleetwood Mac, Christine McVie. Don't stop thinking about tomorrow. We'll see you next time on Song Mentor.